Hi, everyone. My name is Tosh, and I'm here with my good girlfriend,
Sandra C.
but we call her number one, and you guys will find out why today.
Yes, you will.
Yes. And we're excited about this episode.
I know, because I got my man with me. My
Yeah.
man.
Yes, and this is my big daddy.
On the rodeo.
On the rodeo, yeah. And this is
The Bust Down, Jesus, and everything in between. It's eye-catching.
Oh, it's a conversation.
It's everything.
It's the Bust Down. All right. So today, yeah. We're going to talk about, the name of this title of our episode is called Matrimony in the Mix.
Yeah.
And so what better way to know us than to hear it from our better holds.
Yeah.
And that's our husbands.
Yeah. In the mix.
In the mix, right? So Sandra and I do a lot.
Yeah.
Outside of podcasting, we are running businesses. We're doing things in the community.
Yeah.
And then in order for us to do all of that, there are some special people by our side.
Yeah.
And so you guys will get a chance to see us converse and interact and have a good time.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is my husband, Rod Carroll, my Newt, my playboy, my everything. Tasha, what you got beside you?
Oh.
PG. No, this one.
Okay, we're going to keep it PG. I'm going to say my everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, my protector. My cowboy. As you guys can see, our bust downs are our cowboy hats. So, but this is Mr. Kedra Wiggins. Thank you for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
You know what? We did promise people they'll find out why I'm called number one.
Yes.
This is the man that gave me the number one title. So we're going to find out why am I number one.
Well, for one, my wife would be on the phone with her all the time. All the time. And when she got off the phone one day, she said, let me tell you something. I said, uh-oh, what she done told you now? And she went on and on. I said, you know what? I'm going to call you number two, and I'm going to call her number one. And from that point on, that's what I've been called number one.
Number one got the 411.
That's right.
But she's also resourceful.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah. So the word today is evolution. Tasha, tell me what that means to you in marriage.
Wow. So for me, the word evolution just means evolving, right? Changing, growth. And so in marriage, we don't stay the same.
No.
As a person on a cellular level, you don't stay the same. So as you change and grow, so should your marriage.
Yeah.
And I would say the person that I married 21 years ago is not the same man today. And so these questions that we're going to ask, as you guys get to see us interact with each other, you'll find out some interesting things about us, as well as our better holds.
Yeah. So that's a good example.
Yes.
So let's get into the questions now.
Okay. So the first question is, what is your spouse's love language?
Okay.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go ahead and start. I'll say that Sandra's love language, she thrives off of words of affirmation. So basically what that entails is like words of encouragement. She really thrives on thought-provoking conversations. Also, just me being her cheerleader, just knowing that she's gonna make it through the day, and that really makes her go.
Yeah, it made me go.
Okay.
So, Kedra, what's your love language for Tasha?
My love language for Tasha is when I take care of the house for her when she's not around, and let her know that I care about her, and just out of the blue, just do little things for her, and sometimes buy her little things that she's not expecting. That's my love language.
Okay. And so I would say my love language to you is, I want to say goods and service, but
do what?
Goods and service. Yes.
Okay.
But the way that you pay attention to me. So it really touches me when I come home and I have a little piece of candy on the side of my bed, or I've mentioned something maybe days ago and that particular thing, and it may not be much, but to me that means a lot. And ways that I like to show my love to him is, I know he likes breakfast. He's all about breakfast. So if I have time, or I try to make time, I'll get up early in the morning, cook him something to eat, and wake him up and surprise him with breakfast in bed. So
I can contest to that because if I call her before breakfast, I gotta make my breakfast with my man.
Awesome.
I got you.
She got you.
But I believe my husband's love language is touch.
Yeah.
He loves to just be embraced. He loves when I make his coffee for him. I want to make his food too, but he just loves that touch. So he's his touch. So describe your spouse in 1 to 3 words.
Okay. Is this for the guys or for me?
Either one of you.
I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
She's loving. Sometimes she's dependable. I got to work on her getting on me and on time. But sometimes, yes, like I said, she loving, dependable, and let's see, what else could I say? She's a good friend.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a good friend to me and others.
Yeah. Oh,
She
I'm about
is.
to cry.
Oh my God. I call her crybaby, but go ahead, baby.
All right. 3 words to describe Sandra. First, I would say she's very proactive.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to get things done. Also, she's fearless.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't shy away from any negativity. She attacks it head on. And
attacking heads. Knocking them out. What? Sorry.
PG now.
With my prayers.
And last,
Absolutely.
and last, comical. She'll come up with some jokes or sayings that was like, whoa, wait a minute.
So where they come from?
Yeah, like where they come from. So
Yeah.
she's very comical.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm sure the audience is seeing that right now.
That's your goofy butt. Okay.
So,
well, the 3 words that describe my husband is his education. That is so attractive to me. And that he actually holds really good conversation. A lot of times he's just quiet. Everybody say he doesn't really talk much. He talks a lot. And his love for me, for his kids, and he's comical too. He always makes some really good jokes. And he's petty. That's 4. He's so petty, but we have really good time together and we like to laugh. So, Tasha, what's yours?
Well, 3 words that would describe my husband. He's a protector.
Mm-hmm.
He is a provider. And he's really gentle. Yeah. So I would say those 3. I have more, but I think that those 3 are important for people to know.
Yeah. Just for the fun facts to get that out there.
Yeah.
Ooh, Tosh, what's the next question?
Mom. I wish I had some Cheetos. Somebody.
Well, you close.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So what animal best describes your wife?
I would say you a lioness. Lioness. People don't know it, but the lioness really is the one that runs the pack.
Are you saying that because of my hair color and my hair? Huh?
Yeah.
I run the pack.
Yeah, you run the pack.
Okay. Who in charge? The lioness?
I am in charge. Put it on the wheel.
I'm taking care of pride.
That's right.
Right.
I would say Sandra's animal porcupine. Yeah, porcupines have this very sharp exterior to make people like, oh, let me not approach that person. But little to everyone else is very soft on the inside. Like very caring, very gentle. So
I'm a punk.
Who's the crybaby?
I know, right?
Right.
I don't cry. I just kind of like whimper, a little weak. Just a little bit.
That counts.
Just a little bit. So, Tosh, what's yours?
Ooh. I have 2, really.
Okay.
But I think the one that, since he called me a lioness, I would say he's the king now.
Yep.
So he's a lion. Yeah. At one point, I guess because it was our children, we were raising our children, I would say he was more like a bear. Yeah, real soft and cuddly, but don't play.
Yeah.
He doesn't play about his family. He's a hunter.
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to go out there and get that food and take care of his family. But now it's more like he's a lion.
I was researching this question and I was looking up different animals that like best describes my husband, and mine is an elephant. I like the way the elephant is strong and powerful and mighty, but it's gentle.
Yeah.
And the way he handles us is gentle.
Yeah.
You know, he's strong, he protects, he provides, but he's gentle with how he moves with us.
So he's not loud?
And so he can get loud.
Yeah.
But but he's just gentle.
Yeah.
And but present, and and the image is I'm saying the right thing. It's very visible. It's big. You will be afraid of it, but he's so gentle.
Yeah.
So that would be mine.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Wiggins and Mr. Carroll, what's your take on gender-specific roles in a relationship?
Well, the way I grew up, the women and the men kind of played. The men would do all the work outside, and the women do the stuff inside. But this day and time, the way stuff has changed, you have to do what works for the family. If it makes you have to clean,
absolutely,
have to cook, you have to do that to make your family work, and then vice versa with the woman. But I still don't want my woman outside food with no housework. I mean, no yard and stuff like that, getting all nasty. I don't want that.
But she'll do it now.
She'll do it. But you have to do what works for your family. It's not really a specific thing that you do. Whatever works for your family. That's what
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking on what he said. I believe in equality, but to an extent. When I was coming up, like my father and my brother and myself, we all did the outdoor chores, like mowing the grass, picking up sticks, pine cones, blowing leaves, while my mom did all the inside chores. Now, like I said, just the way I was brought up, there's no way I can have Sandra out there cutting grass, raking leaves, and picking up sticks. I wouldn't.
I don't even want to no more.
Yeah. I wouldn't feel like a man if I had my wife out there going out doing chores. So I make sure that whatever's all the heavy lifting, I take care of myself while she does indoor chores.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Okay.
I think that, we are each other helpmates.
Right.
And so we're there to help each other in the physical, financial, and, emotional and spiritual too.
Yeah.
And so, but I learned quickly, I ain't made for outside. Lizards and worms and things I can't even pick up. I remember one time I got frustrated and went to rake the yard myself. And I was like, God, man, got me out here raking this yard, and I literally fell over the leaves. Then I couldn't even pick up the stick. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not made for this. So I do believe in, hey, and then if they do clean inside the house, they call cleaning the kitchen the dishes being clean, but ain't nothing else clean. So I do understand that portion. What you think, Tosh?
So for me, I would say initially, I did think that there was very specific roles when it came to based off your gender when it came to the marriage. So I, going in, felt like it was my responsibility to make sure the kids were good. So if that required helping them with homework, make sure everybody got a bath, got something to eat, that wasn't supposed to be his thing. That was my thing. And not that he ever said he wouldn't do it. I just was on the forefront of like, I will handle that.
Right.
And then for us, it changed a little bit when our daughter got sick and we actually had to live separately. And so from there, it pushed him into, having to be a nurturer. Like he had to start combing hair because our youngest daughter had to stay back with him. And then, of course, he combed our son's hair, but brushed it. But he had to comb hair. That was different for him.
It didn't look good, but
he did it. But and then he would seek outside help from friends and family that stepped in. But he was cooking and he was cleaning. He was having to get them up for school and pick them up from school.
The village.
It took a village, and that was about a year. And then even when I came back home, the transition wasn't hard because I wasn't working. So I stepped quickly back into that role of I'm going to make sure the kids get off to school. Like we didn't even have to talk about it, right? And then once we started building our business, and it required me to be more with the business, which we call our fourth baby.
Yeah.
Then it went back to what we had gone through before. He's stepping in, doing more of the cooking and cleaning while I'm outside the house more. So
Yeah.
So guys, what's one thing people would be surprised to know about your wife? So who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay.
Well, my wife, nobody, because she's girly. She always hooked up. With
Thank you.
Thank you. Hooked up. I have to say that. She always hooked up. No one would ever believe that she was the tomboy. This right here was a tomboy.
Rough.
Climbing trees.
Mud pot.
Yeah.
You think she was baby doll girl, playing with baby dolls and stuff. But no.
I play with them all right.
You'd be surprised to know about Sandra. Like I said, she has this very tough, this strong exterior, but on the inside, she's very caring. She can be a softie. Yeah. She be very tearful at times. So if there's something that I do for her that kind of makes her feel a little mushy on the inside, she can really show her emotions. So she's soft on the inside.
Yeah.
He keeps saying that. And I want to say something on that.
Please don't cry.
The way I was raised and the way I was like that protector, I was always that person that if you had to get into a fight, you went and got Sandra. And even though I wanted to be soft, I feel like I had to always be like the protector, right? So I think the thing about what God put together and he who finds a wife, but God making that wife, allowed him to see the part that I never let anybody see. Wow. And then it started allowing me to be able to be that person because I felt like he was the shield. So thanks for keep telling people how I'm a little mushy. But I really enjoyed it. So Tasha, what's yours?
Let's see. So many things. So he's real quiet. I mean, well, I'm gonna say this. People think he's quiet.
I'm quiet.
But what people will maybe find interesting or surprised about is that when we first got married, I did not know how to balance a checkbook. I didn't know how to save. Like as fast as I made the money.
So you a little accountant over there, huh?
He actually taught me how to balance a checkbook. He put me on a strict financial diet. I think that's the right word to use. And so not knowing that doing that was just prepping me for this, what we're doing right now. So that's the cool thing. He's really good with money. Really good. So I think that's what people would be surprised to know about him.
I think they'll be surprised to know my husband is funny.
Yeah.
And that he talks. Most of the time, most people see him as like just quiet and just a couple of words, but he holds a really good conversation and he's hilarious.
Yeah.
And he's petty. He's so petty, but yes, petty together. It was really, really a match made. Yeah. The fact that we both Pisces, people believe that Pisces can't come together or whatever, even though I don't believe in all this stuff, but yeah, he's petty.
She is too.
So with the word of today being evolution, we want to talk a little bit about how it fits into our marriage. And the best way I can describe it is, I think it's a little bit of the aha moment. I remember when because in marriages, you have to have this communication. You have to be willing to roll with the punches and be able to build together. And I recall one time I was so frustrated because in marriage and anything can be frustrated. I went for a ride telling God, I don't feel yoked. This man like apples. I like bananas, stuff like that. Yeah. And before I can make it to the stop sign, he said, I have to yoke you together. It's a process. It's something you grow into, right? And so being able to evolve is something you have to do on purpose together. Right. I made a joke the other day with him, like, I don't even know how and why I like coconut now. I love the way coconut tastes. I didn't like that before. But some things that I liked before, when we got married, we're still babies in the game, 8 years. I have changed and he has changed, and being able to create a space where we both can change and change together. Right. And accepting each other's change. Yeah. And so that is how we are constantly evolving. Yeah. What about you?
Well, I had this ideal of, because my ideal was based off of TV. So white picket fence, 2.5 kids. And marriage is going to be perfect from the beginning. Oh, no. But we just made this commitment that we signed this covenant. We did this covenant with God that we were going to ride this thing out no matter what came our way. And we just got to a point where we understood that we're not the same people that we were when we first started out. His likes and dislikes and my likes and dislikes, it's okay to have, right? Yeah. And it's okay for them to change. I remember when we first started dating and we got married, all he would eat was cereal, cornflakes with sugar, had a big bowl.
That's like such a man meal.
And meat and potatoes.
I see Ice Cube right now getting that bowl out there.
Yeah. And now, and that's why I said so many things people will be shocked to know, but now he's like a
steak.
Yeah. Well, no.
Sushi.
Yeah.
She changed me from all of that. Even my dress, I used to just, I was tennis shoes and warm-ups, jerseys all the time and this and that. And she told me, she said, you probably need to change your dress up a little bit. Because I'm a little older and I'm running around here like I'm a teenager wearing the stuff I was wearing.
Yeah.
She helped me get myself together. Well,
Help me.
Yeah.
Dad, what you think?
This evolution, kind of like what you were saying, that had this myth of all marriages are white picket fences and smile face Hallmark cars, but not that.
Right.
Not that at all.
Marriage is work.
It is work.
It's up and down.
Yeah, and also what may work for one marriage is not going to work for the other. I had to learn that. Like you see on TV, like these strong men that just overrule the family and just talk themselves there.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work for her.
Tried it.
Not
She shut it down. I'm like, okay. So
we both have to be heard.
So,
and I'll say this with that. Do not take advice from someone that's not married.
Okay.
Somebody that's not married, there's a difference in boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah, they allowed to be boyfriend today and going tomorrow. When you married, you are bonded. And you can't, what they tell you to do, what works for them, it's not going to work for you because they're not married. They don't know what you actually going through until they're there.
Yeah.
And they'll know what that's about. Boyfriend, girlfriend is not the same as married.
Yeah. And I think looking at us up here today, we
and it's 21 years.
So there's this myth that there's no successful Black marriages, or successful relationships, and that is so not so. Society will have you thinking that Black fathers are not in the home, and so, or all Black women are on welfare. That's not so. You just looking at us and we just represent a bigger picture, a bigger group of us. It just happens to be just us four talking about it.
Well, I had fun today.
I did too.
Yeah. You got any more thoughts about today?
I do have a thought. And just as a thought, little part of our episode, we wanted to use the scripture Matthew 19, verse 6. And it says, what Jesus has put together, let no man separate.
Yeah.
And so when I think about that scripture, I think about being a little girl at my father's feet while he's writing a regimen for marriage counseling, because he was a marriage counselor as well. And he said the big threes in marriage was sex, communication, and finances. When I think about all three of those words, I think about the word work. Right. It takes work to communicate. It takes work to be financial stable, and it takes work for sexual relations. Excuse me. So that's what I thought of today.
I just had a thought. You guys did not say what your bust down is today.
Oh,
so we
bust
cannot
down Jesus and everything in between.
Right. So we cannot end the show without you all telling us what your bust down is.
I thought I'd just wear my little gold shoes with the yellow Waffle House yellow nails.
Shout out to Waffle House.
Not Waffle House.
Waffle House yellow. Raise your hand if you like Waffle House. You don't like Waffle House?
Love Waffle
House.
He looking at me like,
so I should have said, raise your hand if you love Waffle House.
All right. Well, there's many different variations of bust down. So what I would say, what I'm into, like my shoe game, my sock game, just being neat all together.
Yeah, because you're always neat.
I'm a noob, so I got it.
Okay.
I mean,
that's a conversation.
I hate running to the store with him. I be thinking to just put on like a little bleach stained shirt and some pants, and he come out looking all clean. Like, we going to Walmart. I think, you know what? You just go. I send you with the list. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, this was fun.
I know. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, and I hope that our
Man.
audience had an opportunity to get to know a little bit more about us.
Yeah, so I would say you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, and YouTube.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email us at where?
At the BJEB at gmail.com.
Tell them again.
The BJEB at gmail.com.
All right. So remember to send us pictures of your bust downs.
Yes.
And if you have questions, send those in. And until next time, bye.
Have a good one.
Be creative.
Be authentic.
Be beautiful.
Be all the things God has designed you to be.
Don't be apologetic for not allowing others to make you feel like you don't matter.